Good evening. Tonight we will be speaking on a specific composer from the Renaissance period, the early Renaissance period to be very specific. A man born approximately 1450 AD and died exactly on August 27th, 1521. This nobleman is not Palestrina, it's not Handel, it's the wrong century. Get it right. This man is Josquin Des Prez, a man that was given the most noble of compliments from one of the most intelligent and wise men to ever live. Many of us would love to walk into our recital classes and hear valiant compliments, such as, "Good job, your tone is beautiful. Your intonation is lovely. Your string plucking is superb." Josquin Des Prez and his compositions were revered by everyone, and he was complimented in the highest fashion, being called the father of musicians and the master of the notes by the Martin Luther, as saying they must do as he wills. As for the other composers, they have to do as the notes will. Josquin being born around 1440 to 1450, as estimated by different sources, more than likely in France, across the border from Hainaut, however you pronounce that, which belonged to the Holy Roman Empire of the time. And from 1459 to 1472, he was a singer at the Milan Cathedral, and later a member of the ducal chapel of Galeazzo Maria Forza. After the duke's assassination in 1476, Josquin passed into the service of his brother, the Cardinal Ascanio Forza, until the latter's death in 1505. From 1486 to 1494, time and time again we hear of him in the papal chapel in Rome, and from 1501 to 1503, apparently he was in France, maybe at the court of Louis VIII. We know in 1503 that he was appointed Maestro di Capella at the court of Ferrara, with the highest salary in the history of that chapel. But in the next year he left for Italy, perhaps prudently fleeing that plague that later took Obrecht's life. And from 1504 to the end of his life, in 1521, Josquin resided in his natal region at Condé-sur-l'Esque, however you pronounce that, where he was provost of Notre Dame. His compositions were largely published in 16th century printed collections, as well as also in some manuscripts of the time, including 18 masses, 100 motets, and 70 chansons, and some other secular stuff. Josquin's masses can very seldom be actually dated. It is apparent that his music includes traditional as well as some modern elements, though. He is the composer who more than any other may be said to stand at the border between the Middle Ages and the modern world. The conservativeness of his work, as might be expected, are most conspicuous in the masses. Most of these use a secular tune as a cantus firmus, and they abound in exhibitions of technical ingenuity. As for his actual text, one of his most daunting tasks when preparing modern editions of performances of earlier 16th century music is to underlay the text properly, fitting the right syllables of the words to the notes of the music. Josquin is also known for one thing in particular, making the men sing very, very low notes when the songs talk about death. Josquin Des Prez was also not unfamiliar with borrowing other melodies, as many of his masses, motets, and even some of his chansons reflected on songs that were originally not his, from one of his masses involving the name Hercules. Josquin Des Prez was significantly a very important member of the composers of the early Renaissance period. And as we move into the middle and late Renaissance, we will get to know some other composers. It has been a pleasure journeying with you through this composition time of Josquin Des Prez, or Josquin Des Prez, however you would like to pronounce it. And on that bombshell, it's time to end. Good night.